A jackal spots a roadrunner digging for food. It immediately leaps out of its hiding place, sprinting across the sand in pursuit. The roadrunner reacts incredibly quickly, using its long legs to take high-speed strides to escape. Yet the roadrunner skillfully dodges, creating an incredibly tense hand-to-hand combat situation. The chase crosses various terrains, from dirt paths to rocky hillsides. The roadrunner's razor-sharp turns constantly frustrate the jackal. The climax is the jackal leaping high into the air to pounce on the roadrunner, only to fall flat on its back, displaying a comical and exaggerated failure. Far more dangerous as a second jackal charges in to assist. The dynamic shifts to 2-on-1 as both join the hunt for the roadrunner. Missed pounces and tumbles continue to occur. The two jackals coordinate to chase and corner the roadrunner, leveraging their numbers to drain the prey's stamina. Two jackals relentlessly chasing the roadrunner across the vast desert, dotted with giant cacti. The two jackals join forces in the pursuit. There is a moment where the roadrunner takes to the air, and one jackal leaps up to snap at it but misses. Afterward, the jackal crashes to the ground in utter helplessness. The two jackals persistently keep up the chase, but the roadrunner has found its lifeline. With an extraordinary leap, it lands neatly atop a giant saguaro cactus. The two jackals run to the base of the cactus, leaping high and desperately trying to climb, but it is hopeless. Their claws cannot grip the cactus's heavily spiked surface. The roadrunner standing peacefully on the top of the cactus, looking down at its enemies with emotionless eyes, asserting absolute safety. At the base of the cactus, finally, they sullenly turn and walk away, concluding a dramatic chase that yields no deadly ending. The arid expanse of the desert is not merely a geographic landscape. It is a relentless thermal crucible where the economy of life is dictated by uncompromising thermodynamic laws. When the lone jackal decides to break its energy-conserving trot to pursue the roadrunner, it initiates a high-stakes biological gamble. Every explosive burst of speed across the sun-baked alkaline earth demands an astronomical expenditure of calories. The jackal is inherently an endurance predator, anatomically engineered to run down large prey over grueling distances. As the chase ignites, its heart pounds violently against its ribcage, pumping highly oxygenated blood to its limbs, while its core internal temperature begins a dangerous and rapid ascent toward a critical threshold. The roadrunner, conversely, is an evolutionary masterpiece of bipedal agility and spatial awareness. It does not rely on brute strength or sustained top speed, but rather on sudden, erratic shifts in kinetic energy. As the jackal lunges forward, its jaws snapping shut on nothing but superheated air, the roadrunner executes a razor-sharp 90-degree pivot. The physical effect on the predator is immediate and punishing. The jackal's own forward momentum instantly becomes a lethal liability, sending the canine tumbling head over heels into the abrasive dust and thorny scrub. This dynamic is governed by a rigid anatomical fact. Canines lack flexible, articulating collarbones. Their rigid skeletal framework is optimized strictly for forward linear efficiency, rendering high-speed lateral maneuvers physically impossible. As the pursuit stretches across the unforgiving, rocky terrain, the stakes are abruptly magnified. A second jackal emerges from the dense brush, seamlessly integrating into the hunt. This introduces a terrifying escalation, the application of cooperative pack geometry. The two predators instinctively fan out, attempting to methodically cut off the bird's escape vectors and force it into a fatal biological bottleneck. Two coordinated attackers mean the roadrunner must simultaneously calculate and evade two intersecting trajectories of violence. The mathematics of exhaustion now heavily favor the canines. The pack systematically attempts to drive the bird toward total physical bankruptcy, ruthlessly exploiting their superior stamina to drain the avian's rapidly depleting oxygen reserves. Yet, the desert ecosystem consistently provides unpredictable variables. Just as the jackals perfectly close their deadly perimeter, demanding the ultimate payment in flesh, the roadrunner radically alters the axis of the chase. Redirecting its remaining kinetic energy vertically, it executes a powerful, desperate thrust of its legs, launching itself into the air to land flawlessly atop the towering crown of a giant saguaro cactus. This ancient, towering sentinel of the desert is instantaneously transformed into an impenetrable biological fortress. The jackals crash violently against the base of the saguaro, their predatory momentum abruptly halted by a wall of needles. They leap up